start with an opening statement from Coach and then go to questions.
Well, anytime you can beat Mississippi State, it's a good week. And especially going into a bye week, just simply because, bye weeks, you don't have a game. And so we were able to celebrate that victory a little longer than normal. So, huge opportunity coming up this Sunday with us. We backpack game, alumni game, 50 years worth of teams, and hopefully we have a representative from every decade to come and show up. But all in all, last week was a really good week for us, and we're just going to hopefully take advantage of this week to continue to grow.
You've talked a lot about what Maddie means to this team. Did you learn anything about her Sunday from what you saw and what she did for the team?
Nope. I expect Maddie to perform every time she steps out on the floor. Hopefully she learned something about what we've been telling her all year. Like, she kind of just blacked out the whole game. And it had a lot to do, in my opinion, with, one of our practice guys, Brandon. She spends about 30 to 45 minutes with him every day after practice. He's 6'5" or taller, just working out with him hard. And it was interesting because the other day they were going so hard, I almost stopped them because I don't want her to, get hurt because they, really compete. And as she was playing in the game versus Mississippi State, I promise you, it seemed like she was going up against him every single time. And, and that is what we expect. We also, when Maddie takes a lot of shots, she's going to score points. And the issue we've had with her is she sometimes doesn't take enough shots. She'll leave a game with 5 shots, 8 shots. That's not enough. The numbers say she should shoot more. And so she did this game, and that was the result of it.
Those 2 games, what did you learn, or did you see which maybe preaching to them in practice over those 2 games?
Yeah, just talking to them about defending at a high level. We gotta defend. I think in the second and fourth quarter we held them 12 or below, and that was the difference of the game. And then versus Florida, we had a 31-point third quarter, and held them below their scoring average, and that's the difference. Really trying to get this team to buy into the defensive end and what it looks like for us. Who did we play? Alabama. I was really disappointed with our effort. So as a staff, we had to put our heads together to meet our team halfway. And like I said in the interview, right now it's all from the neck up. So, with this bye week, we gave them Monday and Tuesday off. A lot of coaches don't do that, but I have an older team, so they value 2 days off, and then tomorrow we'll be able to hit it hard again, and then I'll give them off again on Thursday, and then we'll prepare for another ranked opponent.
You say buy in defensively when you have 2 good quarters, too bad. Is it simply a case of the game dictating him? And I mean, what do you mean, or what do you see when you say that?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think we can keep high-level teams to 12 or less per quarter, right? But if we try and we fail, it may be 15, it may be 17. But when we start letting teams get into the 20s per quarter, we're in trouble, because it's just now if they're averaging 20 a game, then we have to score over 80 to beat that out. And our teams are never going to be one where we want to win that way. I didn't build a program that way. We can score, obviously. We've shown that we've done that. So that's not our issue as much anymore. But, if we could just buy into the defensive end, and meaning the connectivity, like we had 9 steals. We were first to the floor and to the ball almost every time on Sunday and Thursday. That's Ole Miss women's basketball. Our knock has always been offensively we couldn't make shots. Well, we have that, but we can't lose the defense. If we bring both of those together, that's the team that no one's going to want to play in March.
What does it mean to you and to this team to win in Starkville?
To me, it means everything. Like, I'm a Mississippian now. I've been here 7 years, and I remember from day one, no one wanted to talk about anything but how we were going to beat Mississippi State, and sometimes when we play them, I try to downplay it, but this time I opted to let them know, like, no, this game means something to the alums. It means something to our fans, our community, so it needs to mean something to us. And I think you have to explain that going into these games because with the portal, they don't know what it means. You know, Maddie knew what it meant. Maddie played in every game except for COVID year because they held her out. So she understood what it meant. But, you know, the star knows what it means? No, but I had to explain it to them and so that we understood what was at stake for sure.
What she's done in conference play, the toughest of the games, do you still view Sierra as a freshman at this point? Or?
Oh, I told her the other day, she's no longer a freshman. I mean, this is a time of season she has to grow up. And, you know, and they're working with her with it. You know, she is a freshman, but we need her to step up. You know, she's in a tight race right now for SEC Freshman of the Year with like 2 other freshmen. And she'll have an opportunity to show what she's made of, and she's going to have to step up and do it if she wants to win that out. That's individually, but even more importantly, for the greater good of the team. You know, her playing well on the road, 10 points, 9 steals, you know, and then video game numbers at home. You know, we just need her to just continue to be consistent and continue to mature as it grows. And I already told you all, like, we're not done taking losses by any means, right? But if we continue to grow in the pace that we are growing, like I thought the Mississippi State game could be a turning point for our team, where no matter what, if we win or lose, we know who we need to be, you know. And so, and I didn't feel that way before that. And we needed to be in an environment that tested us, where they weren't going to give it to us. They didn't give it to us. They played their hard as well. And we had to really go and take that one. And so for me, when you have those type of games, you get to build your character as a team and then use that and build from that.
Similar to Michael's question, winning on the road is always important, but with how many good teams are in the SEC this year and how tight the conference race has been, how important specifically is for this year for you guys to get those road wins?
Oh, it's huge. I think every year it is, but I think anytime you could get a win in this SEC, it means something. You know, we dropped one against Texas A&M, and we need to try to make that up. But I was looking at the rankings. I think we're like tied for 6th, and everybody above us and then the 2 teams behind us are all ranked. We're the only ones not ranked. So that's how competitive the conference is. And the only reason why we're not ranked is because we have to beat a ranked team. You know, we're getting the votes, but I guess people expect us to beat the teams that aren't ranked, and which, you know, I would like to make a case for that too. But right now, I think our team could take anywhere from 10 to 12 teams to the NCAA tournament this year. The SEC has always dominated, but this year, adding Texas and Oklahoma, it just makes us even stronger.
I think it was after the Florida game, Star was up here with Sierra, and she really sounded like she and the team really want Sierra to win that Freshman of the Year award. Is it cool to see how much they rally behind her?
Yeah, I mean, Sierra's like the little sister of the team, so they all sometimes baby her, you know. But you know, this group loves each other, and they want to see each other do well. There was a disconnect a little bit on the floor, on getting comfortable with, you know, what people like, how they like it, new roles, you know, KK coming off the bench, you know, Sierra having to start and be depended on, you know, Maddie and Toddy, now this is the first time, like, we really need you to lead. There are a lot of different moving parts to this group, and that's why I said I feel like the Florida game, but more the Mississippi State game, being on the road in a tough environment like that, and we had to find a way to win, could be the turning point for our team. Does that mean we go and beat Texas on Sunday? No, we're going to try, but they're top 10 in the country, right? So but we're going to put our best effort in that. I think our focus has to be, let's continue to build off of this. We were looking for kind of like a signature win, in my opinion. That was one. They had just beat Oklahoma. We're just in the dogfight with Tennessee, and everybody knows that it's hard to win at the hump, you know. And so I was really glad for that. But overall, we're 13 in the net. I think it's the highest ranking that we've had in the program history as far as the net's concerned. We're right on our way. I'm not prepared, Cats, to say we're there yet, but we're on the way. I like where we're going. You know, you always ask me, do you like where we're at? I like where we're going right now.
Awesome. Any more questions? Okay,
Thank
guys.
you.